Welcome to the Round Zero opening round review. I'm GoalGram, your favorite future AFL commentator. Join me every single Monday for reviews of the weekly action. Let's get straight into it. Here is everything I learned from Round Zero. We start firstly with Sydney versus Carlton on Thursday night. What a tremendous match it was. Carlton had the ascendancy in the first half, but Sydney fought back with a 12-goal third quarter that absolutely obliterated the Blues and stood them no chance of winning the match in the end. 132-69. I did get this tip correct. What a great start to the year. Errol Goulden was back at his best. Chad Warner was fantastic. Justin McInerney was a surprise 31 disposals. Sam Walsh had a classic 32, but there wasn't many great players for the Carlton team. We then go straight into Gold Coast versus Geelong on Friday Night Football. Gold Coast Suns 125 defeated the Geelong Cats 69, 19-11 versus 10-9. Christian Petracca had one of the best games of his career, 3 goals and as many disposals, 34 in total with 121 fantasy points. Tanner Bruhn had 31 disposals on his return, first game since 2024 for obvious reasons. Took Miller had 30 disposals and 1 goal, and John Noble was tough with 28 and 2 goals. What a great start to the year by the Suns, but unfortunately it looks like Cats might have a bit of a fall back to earth after their grand final last year. They were out of it from the very start. They scored 5 goals in the last quarter to get some kind of respect by the end, but ultimately the Suns were easily the better team on the park. In the third game of the weekend, we had the GWS Giants versus the Hawthorn Hawks, 19-8 versus 14-11. These high scores continue to make every fan very, very happy as a neutral. I think the stand rule has been a tremendous benefit to the league. It opens up the middle corridor and it promotes scoring throughout the whole game, especially in the last quarter when legs are getting tired. The Giants was the surprise packet. I had picked the Hawks to win, but the Giants were the better team throughout. Jesse Hogan was again outstanding for the Giants, as well as many others. Jake Stringer had 5 goals and 4 behind, so he could have easily had many more. Jack Gunston had 4 goals for the Hawks, and Jake Riccardi kicked a solid 3 with 17 disposals. Great effort by the Giants to start off their season, and Clayton Oliver was superb with 26 disposals and a goal. We then had in the fourth match of the weekend, definitely the best match of the week, the Bulldogs pulled off the very surprise upset over the reigning premiers Brisbane Lions. I wouldn't be too concerned if I'm a Brisbane Lions fan. They kicked 15-16, 3 goals, 7 behinds in the last quarter. Wasn't a tremendous night to be a Lions fan, but ultimately they only just got over the line. Bulldogs, they kicked 7 straight goals. Charlie Cameron had 4 goals on his first game of 2026. Lachie Neale had 39 disposals, Zorko 31 and a goal, but the best player on ground easily was Ed Richards. 16 scoring involvements, 2 goals, 30 possessions, 24 kicks and 6 handballs. What a tremendous player he has turned out to be. Bontempelli was as his usual efficient best, 19 disposals and 3 goals. Bailey Williams could have had a much better result. He had 1 goal and 4 behinds. But what a tremendous day for the Bulldogs. Great win in the first match of the season. But again, I would not be concerned if I'm a Brisbane Lions fan. They kicked over 100 points and only narrowly lost at the end by a very, very outlier fourth quarter performance by the Dogs. And then in the final game of the round, we had the Collingwood Magpies pulling off the upset against the Saints. I fell for the preseason hype, everyone. Make sure you lambast me in the comments for that one. I had picked St Kilda to win this match. I'd also picked Brisbane to win as well, so I'm currently 2-3 for the first round of the season. Collingwood were just the better team throughout. St Kilda's skills were absolutely horrendous. Nazir Wanganeen-Miller was held very, very well by Harrison Petterman, Perryman as the tagger. 41 disposals for Nick Dacos and 2 behinds. 41 disposals was great, but I wasn't thinking he was at his clinical best. A lot of those were in the back half of the ground. Josh Dacos had 36 as well. Jack Sinclair had his classic 35 touches on the back flank. Windhager had 29, but I definitely think he should have been tagging Dacos throughout. 3 goals for Jordan De Goey, 19 disposals, and 2 goals for Cooper Sharman, who did drop a few goals and marks that could have resulted in goals this week. Let me know in the comments who you had as the best player, plays, and matches of the round. Let me know who you think is going to win in the round 1 matches next weekend, and join me every single Monday for round reviews and analysis for your guy, GoalGram, favorite future commentator in the AFL. Make sure you like and subscribe. Join me next Monday.